In a single night, 22 people were arrested in San Francisco for shoplifting.
Hey, stop running!
Today, the consequences are more severe.
This is a big one coming out of the state of California. If you need a reason to stay away from California, or if you need another reason for why you should move out of California, I think this should do it for you. According to a new law, or excuse me, a new ruling, it's going to make it very difficult to keep non-violent offenders in custody before their trial. Take a listen.
Retail theft, it's decreasing in San Francisco, as is the illegal resale of stolen goods on city streets. So good news there.
That's right. But those same offenders may find it easier to walk free because of a recent California Supreme Court decision.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Leon Melendez here for an in-depth look at a new hurdle in fighting crime.
Right.
One step forward, two steps back here.
Well, things are changing, or are they? So we are moving the ball forward when addressing retail theft. Those words coming from San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins. She, like others, say there is still a lot of work to be done, but there's a new obstacle which has gone somewhat unnoticed until now.
Ma'am, stop right there.
In a single night, 22 people were arrested in San Francisco for shoplifting. The video was provided by the SFPD organized Retail Crime Task Force.
Hey, stop running!
Today, the consequences are more severe. Since December 2024, a district attorney can ask that a shoplifting or petty theft charge be filed as a felony.
Okay, so let's pause and give you additional context. And this isn't in the story, but I do want to give you guys an insight. The mayor of San Francisco has done a 10-time better job than London Breed, who was the mayor for 1 year, okay? I'm not saying I support him politically. I'm just telling you what the results have been. That's number one. Number two, it sounds like in the clip, like the attorney general is actually, they're issuing felonies for a change, because remember, under London Breed, they refused to do that. So if you stole $800, they weren't even going to arrest you. Well, it seems to me they're now arresting people, and if you're arrested more than twice, it's an automatic felony. So amazing policy. I think it should automatically, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say if you shoplift, it's an automatic felony. I could reason why it wouldn't be. But the point is, there's a process here that San Francisco has finally been implementing. That's what they failed to do originally.
Here's what they told us back in March when we visited the Real-Time Investigation Center.
We're absolutely using that as a message to send out that if you come here to San Francisco, you're going to get held responsible for what you're doing.
But despite these tougher laws, some suspects are released by the courts, even though they have committed several offenses. Take the case of a man named Tyrese Boswell, arrested last December for 18 thefts at a Walgreens. He was then released by a judge, and according to his complaint, Boswell was involved in 7 additional thefts at another Walgreens. He was arrested in April and again released, pending his court date. Court documents state that he then returned to the same Walgreens 2 more times and arrested a 3rd time. He now remains in jail. According to police, his theft spree totaled nearly $40,000.
And see, this is the trade-off, I would argue, of a constitutional republic, where no branch of government, whether at the local level or even at the federal level, has absolute power. They are unable to concentrate absolute power or consolidate absolute power. And so what happens here is one side of the government does their job, but the other side does not. That's exactly what's happening. What we see happening right now in San Francisco happens at the federal level too. You have federal judges who refuse to prosecute, who release people early, who give people 80 chances. It's ridiculous. And so, again, I want to highlight this story because it shows you that even in blue cities, sometimes they will make an effort to fix things. And in the time that they finally do, look what's happening. Judges are releasing the criminals back onto the street. It's insanity.
In case you're wondering, some of those stolen items are then illegally sold on these streets. But all police can do is cite the person unless there's a warrant. Here's what we saw. Police confiscated a bag full of items from a man whom, admittedly, had sold stolen goods many times in the Mission District. How about any stolen stuff?
Well, I mean...
From another party?
Yeah. Stuff,
yes?
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. But,
So did they Jenkins and other district attorneys in the state are now concerned that the courts will not be able to keep some suspects in custody for committing nonviolent offenses like shoplifting. That's because in April of this year, the California Supreme Court ruled that jailing a person before their trial simply because they cannot post bail is unconstitutional.
Again, our system of government is not always as easy as looking at something black and white, that it takes cooperation across the entire system. Police officers can only do so much. They have to execute the laws that they're allowed to execute, that they're allowed to enforce. Who creates those laws? Well, obviously at the state level, it's called the legislators or lawmakers, right? And who elects those individuals? Well, I think you guys know where I'm going here, okay? And so and then you have to think about who are appointing the judges, right? And then you have to think about who's interpreting the Constitution. And particularly the state constitution. So it's an interesting dynamic, interesting story. It's unfortunate. I wish San Francisco would go even harder with these policies that they've been implementing. And I think all cities should be adopting this.
We will protect our land. This is the Devori Darkin Show.